I can go for an hour, I can go for an hour and a half. So it's more of like I'm using my stamina instead of having like actual fun, having to be in the moment. Because once you be in the moment, quick. Because you're in the moment, it's hard. Watch it, it's a homonad.
Nkululeko on Cultr.
So, Golden Mask, I need to ask you, why did you choose this industry?
Well, I would say it kind of like chose me in a way, right? But it's because of I liked it, and it's been at the back of my mind for like for a long time, if I would say. Because I remember I was in primary school when the first time I saw like a book. I was in like grade 1 or 2, so I saw it then. Okay, fine, it went past, and then sometime again I bump into it. I was also in. No, I was also in primary school, so I was exposed to this thing the time I was in primary school. But then I was small, I couldn't do anything. By
Do you
that
remember
time.
who exposed you to it? Was it you just stealing it from your friends, or?
Okay, with the book that I found, I did no one really give it to me. I went to pee at it was the field. No, there's a soccer field, so there was a tree nearby.
Sure.
So I went to pee there. So I was to pee there, and then saw the book. Like, what? I looked at it. I'm like, okay, it's the book. And then I showed one of my friends at that time. Like, hey, look. Then I told him not to bring the book, but then he eventually brought the book. I don't know why he bought the book, but he bought the book, and then got into trouble for that.
What happened when you saw that? Were you stimulated by what you saw? Was it a woman?
Oh, well, yes, but then I did not know what it was. I was just amazed. Like, what? Can I grow up to be like this? Or maybe I was just amused by what I saw. And then that's the reason why I showed my friend.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I can't really remember if I was stimulated by that, but then that was the first time I really kind of like saw like adult content.
Sure.
Yeah.
And then in your teenage years, you also were fascinated by it, or did you think that at any point you were also going to be in the adult film industry?
Yes, teenage, I thought, but they were like how, but I did not know any of South Africans are doing it, because in most cases we would watch from the guy from overseas, you know.
Sure.
Yeah. So I didn't really know how, if I want to go into it, where should I go, what should I do, how am I gonna get money from that. I did not know all those things.
Would you say that you fornicate more than the normal guy? I mean, we all love sex as guys.
Yes.
So why did you think that when you should do it in an industry, in film? Is it because when you were engaged in normal relationships, you find you can't keep up with one woman, you just want to have sex all the time?
I would say I kind of like have a high drive. Yes, I do have kind of like have a high drive, and then also kind of like I wanting to have more. Yeah, that basically it, and also trying to make money out of it. Yeah, it's something. I mean, it's when it comes to like when you look at it, it's something different, all right? When you look at when you come look at the right, it's mostly it's being dominated by women, and then there's a gap market for the gents. Yeah, so me I saw like, okay, I really like this thing, so why not do it?
Yeah,
and then I kind of like push myself to do it.
When you say you have a high sex drive, what does that mean? Like, give us in practical terms. So basically, the average guy probably fornicates like once a day. If you are in a marriage or a serious relationship, you can do it once every few days. When do you have a drive that makes you want to have sex with different women on the same day?
Not at the same day, right? It's not at the same day, but then like during the tend to take like kind of like longer.
Okay.
Yeah, and then if I don't get, like in most cases, I'll be told like, oh, no, it's enough, and then by that time, like I have to force myself to like, okay. But then at the back of my head, I'm like, still I'm not satisfied because I did not want to.
Yeah.
But then I will just pretend like, oh, okay, I know it's cool. Then I'll downplay it, and then I'll be fine at the end of the day, because either way.
How long does it take for you? Because I mean, we are known as regular guys to be 2-minute man.
No, it's a lie, man. It's a lie. I mean, sometimes it does happen. Sometimes it does happen for a regular guy to quick. It's normal. But then now they tend to stereotype people like, no, all the regular guys are like this, but then it's just not like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But when on average, how long do you take? I mean, that's what I'm trying to get.
Oh,
Like for you, for normal people, this thing is contextual. It depends on how long you've been with your person, whether or not you do foreplay, whether or not you are attracted still to the person, whether or not you're stimulated when you look at her, and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
Maybe there are kids in the picture. How long does it normally take you? Are you like, I want to understand, does it go for an hour? Does it go?
Yeah, I can go for an hour, I can go for an hour and a half. So the max that I have kind of like recorded myself was like for 3 days. So I know it may seem like I'm lying, but it's true. Given the fact that I'm also an active person, so it also plays a part there. Yes. The food that you eat, they do play a part. So when I do it, right, I could do it, and then me, while I'm doing, I'm not really I'm there, right, but also I'm kind of like training at the same time. So it's more of like I'm using my stamina instead of having like actual fun, having to be in the moment. Because once you be in the moment, quick, because you're in the moment, it's hard. Watch it, it's so you go down quick. But then once you stamina, you go get stamina, you go longer, my brother. Sorry.
I think that's ridiculous.
No, for real. The stamina, your stamina.
Aribuaka sister oberekang liana. Like at any given point, you will be with a woman. If it goes on for an hour, what would she say? Any woman, like any woman who you shoot videos with.
I can't say any woman.
Are they complaining?
Okay, some women they like it, like they enjoy it, right? Yeah. In most cases, they do enjoy it. Sometimes they'll be like, no, it's too much. But then in most cases, they like it like that to go for a longer.
What happens to them then? Because not every man has the luxury of going on as long as you do. What do you notice about women when you go for like 30 minutes to an hour? Do you notice anything down there that shows what there's enjoyment?
In terms of enjoyment, of course, gonna see she get, and then some they cream, some. So that's part of enjoyment, So that's when you get to feel, this person she's really enjoying, right? But then if they're not enjoying, it's gonna be dry, and she's not gonna really like touch you how she shows. She's not gonna really like, moan. You're also gonna feel it. Like, okay, she's getting tired inside certain position. Tell you, no, I can't. I'm having cramps. No, there's that. Like, oh, okay, she's not really into it. It's too much.
Okay. When was the first time that you shot a video? This is now the proper introduction to Golden Mask. He works in the adult film industry. His job is very interesting, of course, because I think you will remember, if you've been with us for a long time, that we spoke to people like Zulu, Barb, Sexy Entle, Nomtanda Zopangisile, and a lot of people who are involved in the adult film industry. Those are women, and I thought it was going to be interesting to get a man and hear a male perspective of this. And already it's interesting if you're still with us at this point. What happened to you? Why did you decide, or who called you and said, look, there's a video that we're shooting for the first time, and how was your first time?
Okay, normally when I do shoot, right, I shoot myself. I can't like put a camera there, take my tripod and my phone and whatnot. I do there by myself in my comfort zone, right? So the first professional shoot that I've done, it was with the Zulu Barb. It was a party, right? Hey, my brother. So with that one, it didn't really go as I planned, or as I wouldn't say like as I planned. Okay, it's gonna go like this. Cause I didn't have expectations. Cause I'm kind of person who kind of even when I came here, I did not have expectation whatsoever. Like I'm just swinging. So that's what happened there at the Zulu Barb. I went there, open-minded, But then the time where I want to get to get the thing, I kind of was disappointed in myself because I kind of feel some type of things here. Like all these people here watching.
You got nervous when you got there?
I got never for the first professional shoot. I was nervous. And then as time goes, I became
Yeah.
alright.
Just take us through that one, the first one. You're nervous. How many women are there?
There were like 4.
4 women.
Yes.
And you're the only man, or there were like other guys?
There were other guys as well.
Okay, so it's an
Yeah, so the other guys, they were not. It was not their first time. They were like, oh no, no, mask, don't worry, you'll be okay now. Me and the back, like, don't tell me to worry, but okay, I'll not worry, I'm relaxed. And then I relaxed, I got to relax, drink water, and then I became alright.
Sure.
From there.
What happens when you are there? Then do you take any form of pill? Are there any safety precautions, like you guys or anything like that?
Well, yes, we do.
Sure.
So that one, I would say it's the thing that we must do. It's just have to play it safe.
Okay, and how did you find that? Like, was it too many stops and starts? Because I suppose, like, normally with a couple in a normal framework will be that we're enjoying ourselves. We just go until we're done.
Yes.
With you guys, you were shooting for the specific purposes of being on video to sell it online, right?
Yes.
So were there too many stops and starts? This is your first time.
Yes.
Were you shocked by anything that was happening, or were you annoyed by the stops and starts, different angles and stuff like that?
No, I was not. I was not annoyed by anything. For me, it was a learning experience. It was a learning curve for me, really. You know, it was my first time. I'm like, okay, let me see how this thing works, how it goes. So there was like where we shoot and then we stop for a break. We shoot again and then there's a break. We shoot and then there's always been a breaks in between.
Yeah.
Yes.
And were there any swaps of the women, or would you have to focus on one woman on the video? You would swap across those 4 women, all of you.
Do this, and then after you feel like okay, you're good, you want to go to the next, you change, then you go to the next one, then you do whatever, then you change. So the camera, in terms of the angle, you just there, right? You're doing it today, and then the camera. So this is the cameraman who's really like kind of have a control of the angles, not us. We are just there performing. Then the cameraman is the one with the angle, say okay, do this, no, don't do that, move your leg, do like this. So the cameraman who really like kind of like instruct us in terms of the positions. Yes.
And you invited to this first one, and you're being paid by you just enjoying that moment, or you were getting paid cash?
It's not.
Or was it for you just to gain that experience?
Okay.
You didn't expect any payment?
No. So I'm under Zulu Barb production, right? So with the with Zulu Barb production.
So Zulu Barb is your pimp.
You can say yes. She's my boss lady. Yeah, she's my boss lady.
Shout out to Zulu Barb.
No, she's a queen. No, I would say no. She's a good soul. Yeah.
She is a boss that you from time to time sleep with on camera.
I don't sleep with her time to time, but we play
on camera.
On camera.
She's your boss that from time to time you've slept with.
We only do that on camera because it's her work, right? It's her profession.
Yeah.
So I'm also going into that type of course. Now, when you get to compare me with her, she's on another level, right? So me, I'm just a rookie here, right? So I want to be at her level or even higher, you know. So I'm just taking lessons from her. She's just like, you know, she's taking me by hand, man. She shows me now, do this, do that. That's the reason why I'm
here. But we can't escape the fact that she's your boss, and from time to time you sleep with her, but on camera.
But on camera as part of work.
Not everyone gets to sleep with their boss.
Yeah, bro. Not everyone gets.
So it's a nice job.
So you see. Yeah.
Woo! Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You might want to take your kids to bed or close your children's ears for this conversation because it is very interesting. And I suppose I used to say this at the beginning to people that if at any point you feel offended by the content, it's your choice to stop at some point and be like, this is too much for me. And also you one of thousands of people who are going to be watching this video. So one human being is not that special that we are not going to do something just because of them. You have the choice to stop watching and continue to watch something else. And thank you very much if you are here at this point and you are about to stop watching. I'm trying to understand the payment system then. So you shoot these videos. Who pays you? Under what circumstances are you paid for those videos?
Okay, in terms of payment, we don't exchange payments like this, saying okay yours, unless it's a hookup. Then if it's a hookup, then you get paid like that, or it's either they transfer money to your account, or they're gonna give you your money.
So specifically for videos, there is no payment.
So specifically for the videos now with the ones under Zulu Barb production, you don't really get paid. You get paid when the video actually make that money enough for you to get paid for that.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So there's an understanding that
Yes.
you will only get paid when the video makes 10,000, you get 1,000 or 10%.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. So
Okay.
you're getting paid like that.
All right. Tell me about hookups. Have you ever got them so far?
Hookups, no.
Not really.
I haven't done hookups, but I am looking kind of like looking into going to hookups. The reason why I'm kind of like delaying is also my safety, because I'm going out on public when you do hookups, right? I'm looking at my safety. Okay, if I'm gonna have to do this and then also do that with the Zulu Bar production. Zulu Bar production is kind of like it's safer compared to when you have to go outside. The reason why I'm saying it's safe is also because Zulu Bar we kind of like we take prep, kind of like we use, we know who's who, and then we do kind of like do like a test, because everyone has to do a test to know, okay, I'm negative or positive and stuff like that. You know, we have to know your status when you're under Zulu Bar production.
And how frequent would you do that? Once a month or before a shoot?
It was you before the shoot, after 3 months or 2, but then you must know where you stand, because that's one is disclosed. Yes.
And in every shoot they're used.
Yes.
What happens then if someone insists on not using them? Have you thought about that? In
You have
hookups,
to-
if someone
the thing-
pays for you, for a hookup,
Yeah.
what would happen if they,
I'm gonna use it. Yes.
even if they up the amount by maybe 1,000 or 2?
Okay. 1,000 or 2. The thing is now, with this one, right? With the hookups, you do your hookups, you use a, and then she's like, oh no, she doesn't want to use a. Why you don't want to use a corner? I haven't used a in a long. I don't like it, because some women don't like using it. In that case, you have to as a like myself, I'm gonna have to kind of like understand what am I getting myself into, right? If I do decide to say I agree with her, good saying I'm not, okay, it's fine. I will not use a, right? We won't use a, but then after then, I myself am gonna have to go to a nearest hospital or something like that, and then get something for that, get the medication for that.
All right. And are you looking forward to the hookups? Like you're saying you've not done them. Do you have a price system? Do you have any fears? You spoke about the safety. Do you have a price system already? Or Zulu Barb is going to sort that out for you? Are you looking forward? Are you scared? What kind of women would you think are going to order you or book you?
Okay, I'm not scared, because I have booked myself, right? I've seen how they do it. Okay, and then that's the reason why I'm saying there's a niche for men there as well. So like that, my brother, the pricing I can do it myself. Yeah, so the pricing is fine. It's just that the safety behind it, and that's the one that really kind of like sets me back. But I'm comfortable doing it online, because I know my safety is not compromised.
Seeing that you are in the industry, what are other guys saying about the prices and the demand from Amajita? Have you spoken to Amajita who already are selling and doing hookups? What are they saying about whether women? Because you have to know, you think that there's a market for it, but you have to know that there's an existing market for it. Are women, because women can get it for free.
No, but they can get it for free. Yes, of course, they can get it for free. Yeah. But as much as the gents can go out and buy, women can also do the same.
But women can get it for free. That's the difference between men and women. I
can.
know that some women are lonely and maybe they are socially awkward. That's why they don't get any. But there's still the option for them to get it for free.
It's an experience, right? As an right, I wouldn't perform the same as the regular guy. Reason being,
That's a good point.
I know I came here to It's not my pleasure, it's her pleasure. That's the reason why I'm here. So now, what the guy who's gonna come and do it for free, right? Because of now she can get it for free. You're gonna come and call the guy who can do it for free. That guy's gonna do it for his player. No. She called me and then no, you know, yeah. But then me when I come, it's not that. I know because I want to do a good job to a point where she can call me back sometime. They're like, no, I liked it. Can you please come again? Then I can also get the referrals. You can also call a friend, like, no, you can try this guy. Word of mouth, the referrals will tell you, like, no, I know this guy is good. Then from there, word of mouth, the spray, and then before you know it, yes.
That's a very good advertisement for what you're doing, but I see it, and you make a very compelling point for it because, I mean, if you're getting it for free, as you say, it's the man's pleasure. As soon as it comes, it's over.
Yes.
When you want to prolong.
Yeah, it's not mine. It's not my pleasure. It's her pleasure. So I have to do it till she like, I know I'm okay.
Yeah.
And then can tell you like keep going, don't stop it. Hey.
Our understanding of the adult film industry and the industry in general is that in order for you to be a man in that industry, you have to have size. Like
Yes.
significant size.
Okay.
Is that true or false? Can you have average and still be part of
false.
that industry?
It's a false.
Are you big one?
I would say I'm not big, Robert. I'm comfortable.
Average.
I'm average. I'm comfortable. I'm okay.
So your biggest selling point is that you can go for an hour. Your stamina.
It's my stamina and also my size. The thing you get like you do watch if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
So you get let's say you see those guys on Blacked.
I don't know. Is that a site?
It's a channel. I think the channel on this other one.
Okay, please continue.
Blacked. So those ones in most cases they do right?
Yeah.
Yes. So the guys the black guys, they have like the huge like, oh shit, how did you get your this big dog? You know. But then it's there are women who likes it big. There are also other women who likes it small. Other women also like it average. It's just
Do you think women could pay for a smaller one? You think they could book for a smaller one if you had a small one?
I do not know, but what I'm trying to say is size does not matter. Then that's what I'm trying to say. There's still a market, even if you are small, there's still a market for you. They might not book you because you're small, but then once you go on videos, you go on like that, you might get a niche there. You might get a market for you there. There are people who are gonna view your videos, even if they are not coming to book you, but then your videos are gonna get views, even though it's small.
Do you have any intimidations? Sorry, please continue.
I mean, when you look at with the guys, there are guys who like chubby women. There are also guys who like the skinny ones.
Yeah.
Also like same as the guys. Same things apply. But now, but then with the gents, they've put in the pressure with that in terms of their style. Like no, you have to have like a big. We have to have it big. But that's not always the case.
Do you get intimidated if you walk into a room with guys who are significantly bigger than you? Because of course that's our thing, right? As a machita, the first thing we do is to, even when we're in the locker room at the gym, you steal a look and you like.
No, you do look right, but me, I wouldn't say I get intimidated. So no, I'm comfortable in my skin. I do understand.
Yeah,
they are always gonna be the guy with the bigger one, always gonna be the one with the smaller one. You just have to accept your size as a man. Like okay, me, I'm here, I'm comfortable here, and then I can do the job. What matters is if you can make it, even if it's like this small, you can make it. It works. What else would she want now? If it's this small and then you made it, what else would she want? You did your part. And then you get the one with the bigger one. And then you go for like 2 minutes. You go, then what? So you can't put your tools to work. Then But then it's the pressure that I don't want to say social media, but it's the norm to say if you're a guy and then you want to be in the adult industry, you have to have like a human, you have to have like a big That's not only the case.
Okay. How many videos do you
That's
think you've
not
done
only the
now?
case.
You're still relatively new in that industry,
Yes,
but how many
yes,
videos
yes.
do you think you've done?
3.
3 videos.
Yes.
Okay, and they are all like different categories. Do you do
It's
stepson or whatever?
no, it's all and the one-on-ones.
Oh,
And then
okay.
the ones, it's a ones and then 2 one-on-ones.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
And you getting that experience under your belt, you're getting comfortable under the cameras now.
Oh yes,
Mm.
yes. I mean, the first time is, I don't know what happened the first time. I just said, ladies, the man. I think the message is a butterfly. Where you feel like your stomach has there's water in it,
Yeah.
or it's wet, something like that.
What's the relationship between you and your co-stars then? Like whenever you're shooting, do you feel like you need to build some rapport, speak amongst each other, nikhulume ukuthi
Oh,
nizokwenza kanjani, stuff
yeah,
like that?
no, yes, we do talk. I mean, before we shoot, we get to talk. Okay, what's the plan? Where you going? So we get to discuss. So, okay, the first scene is gonna be like this. The second scene is gonna be like this. What's happening? Who's shooting this scene? Who's gonna shoot that scene? And we do talk about it part before the shoot.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's a perception that men can sleep with as many women as they want without feeling any sense of attachment in terms of feelings. However, I'm thinking now because you want to be on the other side to this. You want, and you are in the industry of hooking up with women. Do you not fear that because the other side of the perception is that women cannot sleep with men long enough without wanting to be attached? Or because I mean, you could have someone who's your regular client, and they're a regular client because they are built like they liked it the first time around, and the second and the third and the fourth. Now they're literally just entrapping you into a situation where you see them once every week because they feel and they ask you personal questions. They want to get to know you. Do you not fear that at some point?
No. The thing is, if you get to, if you do it with someone, that person has to know you. I mean, I can't come now. Let's say let me say a typical example. I get booked, right? I go there, and then I get there, right? We don't talk. We just go straight to it. It's gonna be boring. I don't know what you like, where to touch you, or what to do. I know nothing. We just came and then so you're gonna, because of now you booked me, you're gonna expect me to do what I normally do.
Yeah.
No, what I normally do, I do it because of this woman told me they told me what they like, so I'm doing what they like. I also told them what I like, so they're gonna do what I like. So because you have to kind of like have a conversation with each other and then talk and then to see what you like, what I don't like, stuff like that. Then you get to do it. Yes. So having to know a person, you have to do that. But then when it comes to the part where they catch feelings, it's business, man, brother. No feelings attached. Yeah, no, it's business. My boy, it's business. Because even now, it has to be personal. It's gonna be personal to a point where I'm now gonna have to stop what I'm doing because of now you are too attached. I'm gonna be with you, and then if I be with the person, and then the person wouldn't want me now to go and do my job outside, unless the person agrees to me, like, no, you can continue doing what you're doing, then I will understand. But you get that rarely. Yeah.
Would you accept a call from another man?
I am not bi. I am not gay either. So I'm straight.
Simple as that.
Yeah. So no, I can entertain you behind. Like, if you're a gay guy, I can entertain you behind the camera. Then yeah, it's a different story.
No, but I'm asking, like, what's the difference between that? If you're entertaining behind the camera, what does that mean?
I'm in my own space, right? I don't know what you're doing. B, you are seeing me what I'm doing, and I'm doing it for you. Right, I can only see my camera.
I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
So
okay.
what are you doing?
Let's go there then, because what you're talking about, I think people don't understand. You're talking about chat.
Yes.
So you're talking about a situation where you have your own camera,
yes,
and then there's customers from all over the country,
yes,
that are watching you online, and they're putting 50 rands, 100 rands, and then they can ask you to do stuff.
Yes.
Okay, just expand on that. When did you start doing that? How much money do you usually make on that?
Money wise. Is money coming in, right? It's not really, I wouldn't say, because I do have a work, right? So my work is very demanding, so I don't get to do in most cases. But if I do, I will do it for like 3 hours or 2 hours. Then I have to go do other things like cook and do other things, right? But then in terms of money, I do decent. I won't say it's not a lot of money to say. No, it's booming. I'm making
Sure.
what we call it, 5,000 and stuff like that. Nah, it's not. Don't get 5,000. I haven't got to 5,000 yet, but 1,000 years.
So people can,
Not like that,
so
yes.
us members of the audience, we can watch you. And what do we want from you? Usually, what do we want from you? What do we ask from you? I said, okay, I'm gonna put up $200. Please do this. What is it that I want you to do? Usually,
Okay. Usually, they would want to see the size. They would want to see you stroke it.
yeah.
Right. And then if it's the gay, they would want to see the butt. They want to turn around. They want to see your body. They want to see the butt. They want to see you bend over. Hey, they want to see the balls. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Why would
crazy.
that not? So if you're doing that, do you not think that you might be looked at as part of that community?
Which one?
Gay.
Gay. My brother. Like I said,
If you are being requested by a gay guy to turn around,
my brother. The thing is, I'm in my space. If you ask me to turn around, where you are on the other side of the country, and you asking me to turn around, I'm gonna turn around.
what if we ask you to insert something there?
What? I can't insert anything there, bro. I cannot insert anything there. A straight guy. How do you know a guy is straight? Spade didn't and now they know that one.
Yeah.
I mean, you are scared of that thing.
Yeah.
Imagine now the whole big thing, my brother. You was scared of this needle. This needle was scared of.
So have they asked you that and you said no?
No, I haven't
It
been
haven't
asked. I
reached that
haven't
point.
been asked to say put on something there. Because the thing is, if now you're gonna show the toys around, they're gonna
Oh
ask you
yes,
to play
they
with
want
the
to give
toys.
them. You give them. The
You see, you
impression that
give them
can use-
inspiration. So, but there's no toys there, and there's the toys to give, but just the pocket, So that's the one I use to stroke.
How much is that toy? Maybe I need to buy it for myself.
450. The prices are different.
Is it,
But
is it enjoyable?
It's better than you having to use your hand. Much better than having to use your hand. But then when you use your hand, sometimes you get irritated, and then you get up, and then you kind of like it hurts. It's sore, right? But then when you use the pocket, you do use it's not that sore.
Okay. Will it be considered cheating if you use that?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so.
Cultr?
I mean, it's using.
Let's hear it from the woman.
It's not someone else. But don't do that in front of me. That's weird.
Wow.
Okay, Cultr is saying it's not considered cheating.
Okay, the thing is, also having like a toys, right? As a couple, you guys having to play with having toys, it's amazing. I'm not gonna lie to you. I would strongly advise the couples to get toys and play with toys, get to experiment with the toys. It's amazing.
Does it not affect how long you can be with each other?
It can affect it, and
Because
then
I mean, over time, and then it also affects then that when you're doing without the toys, it's as if it's not exciting as when you do it with the toys. Does it not affect how long you can be with each other? You're objectifying each other.
But it's a advantage for a couple to use toys. It's not disadvantage. So there's nothing bad that's gonna come out from the couple having to use toys. Nothing wrong.
Can they
whatsoever.
then go back to doing
Yes,
without toys?
where they can, but then it's gonna be.
It's not gonna be the same.
That's gonna be. The thing is, you are used to not having toys, right? You don't have toys. It's okay. It's fun. You guys love it. Thumbs up. But then when you put toys in, it's another level. So now, why would you wanna? If you look at level 5, you wanna go down to level 3. Yeah, why would you wanna do that? Unless you want to say, okay,
that's
it's
why
fine.
I'm curious because let's say you're 25, she's 20, you are 27, she's 25, young couple. If you use the toys as part of what you're doing, which is fine, of course, no one judges anyone, but by the time you're 32, does it not take away from the fact that you've been sticking these things inside each other for 4 or 5 years?
No.
Like, is there no danger to it at some point?
No.
That you can't even go back to the regular?
No. I mean, the toys are safe. That's why they are being sold. They are safe to use, right? And then because in most cases the gents are when you do have a conversation, this type of conversation with the toys, the gent will say, "Oh no, I don't want my girls to be loose because they're using it," right? Don't know. Let's say some girls they want to have the experiment of having 2 guys, right? You'll be surprised of how many want that, but then they can't really say it, right? But in that case, you'll use a dildo to replicate another man, right? So they're scared of, no, she's gonna be loose. No, she's not loose, my brother. It's nature's like that. Is the human body, right? So a woman is more like a rubber. It can expand, then goes back over time, expand, goes back over time. So that's how it is. So the gender don't have to worry about his woman having to be open or not. No, a grab, if I could put it.
Yeah.
It's still gonna grab either way. It's still gonna grab either way. I'm not complaining. I'm gonna grab when I hear don't tabela. You know how to part and now you're gonna use it. Hey, what? Nah, chief. It's not like that. Even when a woman uses it on herself, right? It's more of her satisfying herself however she wants, or what, how she please. But then if now you're not using even now you're gonna have with her, it's you are pleasing her. You understand? It's not her pleasing herself. You are pleasing her. So in that sense, you must understand her now. The girl when the girl uses it, it's her pleasure, right? She's pleasuring herself. So there's nothing wrong with that. It's the same as me using taking the picture and then pleasuring myself. What's wrong with that? It's not like it's another person coming into the relationship when I distract the relationship in that sense.
Why did you choose the name Golden Mask as your stage name?
The stage name, well, I like to say I'm handsome. I know I'm handsome, so this thing is gold for me. I have to use it. I know I'm handsome. No, I'm not gonna lie. I'm handsome, my brother.
I can't agree or disagree because I'm a man.
Yeah,
I'm not supposed to say anything.
No. You are allowed to have an opinion towards that.
Aye.
No, you are allowed.
I wasn't raised like that.
Okay.
I was raised on a stable diet of toxic masculinity. I don't look at men like.
Okay. So are you saying even when you see this guy on Odripile or right to Swigile or right? You will say, "Oh no!"
Oh yeah, no. My Uber driver yesterday.
You can't compliment the guy.
I didn't say anything to him, but I know that I dress nonsense, so I immediately see when another man dresses like, "Yo, he has a watch, smells good, he has a shirt." I don't want to do that.
So okay,
but I saw that part, the dress part, but I wouldn't go as far as complimenting their looks and stuff like that. I can't allow my mind to think like that.
With the looks, the thing is, the gender up. The gender. Why is it the girls can compliment each other but the gents can't compliment each other, and then when you do compliment another man, it's like, "Oh, you are gay." Yeah, it's not being gay. You're just being genuine to say, "Okay, chief, I see you are right."
Well, there's a very thin line between. If we could normalize that, it would be very difficult for us to pick amongst each other which one likes other men. Wabo, do you understand that? Like, I'm not saying that that's gay when you do that, but generally speaking, it would be a gay man who compliments and looks at another man in a sexual way, right? So if we had a lot of men complimenting each other, looking at each other, you wouldn't be able to tell which one is a gay man and who's not. You
don't necessarily have to. The thing is, the gay part comes in when you look at. Yeah, when I look at you, then I compliment you. I'm complimenting you because of I'm gay, right? But then now I'm straight. How can I compliment another man without them to think I'm gay?
Like, how can I say you're handsome?
Okay, the ladies can say I'm handsome. Yeah, the lady can say I'm handsome.
That's why I'm saying when you said you are handsome, I'm like, I can't comment on that.
There's too many words to use. Like why not she's boynyana when I want to tapile today. No.
But double lemon.
Don't you think we also have this thing and kila bona house to go to no tapile. This one happens in most African homes, right? How do you feel but robots? Oh yeah, so it's a compliment that
we do that though. Like I mean, we do that.
Oh, it's a compliment in a way.
That's why we've had to find interesting, different ways to compliment other men. You see,
that thing like that.
Because we can't just say you handsome.
When you say you're
awkward,
handsome,
like it's
when you say you're handsome now, and then it's a different story.
Exactly. That's why we have to ask. We are Kaimon. Do you have a new job or whatever? That's our way of complimenting each other. Oh, you look different today. What type of thing? I was curious when you told me about chat because I was thinking yesterday, as I knew you were going to come through here, that I know that Tina, we are physically stimulated by women. That's why Tina, as men, we would go to chat and ask women to take off this, take off the blah, 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 and maybe ask for a private session even. And we ask them to do other stuff as well. Right? I didn't know that women would have the same desire for a guy, like to be like 5 women watching the same guy. Or 10 women watching the same guy and pay for it. I didn't know that it's possible.
No, it's possible. There's also this other hand, right? She's not from here. She's like from overseas. I also go there from. It's not necessarily because there's 2 online stream that I use, right? But this one it's not the other one, right? So on the other one, there's this other lady, and then. When I log in, she gave me her numbers. Like, hey, here are my numbers. Text me. I like what I see. She liked me. So now, she even if I'm not online, she can just request like, hey, I want this. Then I send a video. Then she sends money. Send this, and then I send this. So that's our exchange. I give her. I do videos that she requests of me to do, and then in the return she gives me money.
And she's overseas.
Yes.
So she pays you in dollars or pounds?
I haven't met her. It's dollars. I haven't met her, but then we do have that kind of.
Why do you think she wants? Is it not possible that she would put you on a magazine that she sells?
Oh, if she puts me on the magazine that she sells,
it's not the worst thing in the world because you got paid.
I am not aware of that, right? Yeah. But then my content, she pays for my content. Right?
I think it's for her stimulation.
But then. I think that's what I think. If she's doing it on the other country for her magazine, I can't say it's fine. It's fine now because of I'm not aware of it. But then once I get to be aware of it, I'm like, oh no, what you paid me is too little for this. You understand? So now we're gonna have to have like a different conversation apart from the one that we had. Yes.
Okay, and from those conversations, you are finding that. It's like it's for you suspect it's for enjoyment.
It was like, then we met because of the enjoyment. So she's still continuing this thing because of the enjoyment.
Yeah.
Yes. That's what I think.
Yeah.
That's what I would like to believe. Yeah. I don't know her side, what she's doing on her side. Yeah.
Can I ask you about your dating life before that? I don't want names or anything like that. I'm curious about something. When you were dating normally before you go into this industry that you're in now, were you dating multiple women, like 10 women, 5 women?
No.
Since that you're saying you had a high drive, or were you
I've dated one, and then I had this tendency of looking around and no kiku, just stealing, no cheating. I had a tendency of doing that. That's when I'm like, no, man, chief man, you don't have to consider this thing. So I've thought about this thing really.
But almost 90% of men do that. They cheat. But they don't interpret it as, I'm cheating, therefore it's wrong, therefore I must start selling.
Okay, so me, in my case, I thought, okay, I'm wrong. I'm not supposed to do this. But I like it. You cheat because you like it. You like it. So me, I thought, okay, since I like it this much, why not make money out of it? And then me doing it, I'm not cheating. I will still be with this one, and then tomorrow I could get the other one, tomorrow I could get the other one, right? But the fact remains is I'm not breaking anyone's heart. Yeah, I'm just doing it openly because of they're asking me to do it. Yes.
How bad were you then when you were in a relationship? Like, how bad was the cheating?
The cheating.
Like, give us an example of the worst thing you would have done? Like you have your girlfriend, and then you are with another one, and then another one. Within like 5 days, it's like 10 different women.
Okay, it's not really that bad. No, it's not really that bad. But the worst that I have done, it's okay. Today, then she came, she visited me, we had fun, and then okay, it went down. Then she had to go home. Later, same day, then I went to the other one. And then that is when I go to realize, I go like, shit, chief, what you doing, mother? Sometimes, mother, you don't think what you're doing. Yeah. So it also came at the back of my mind. There, like,
can I tell you something? That's not so bad. I'm not saying it's right because you have an exclusive relationship with one person.
Yeah. So for me, that.
Also, you feel like it's
me,
bad.
yeah, for me, that was bad. Normally, when I do cheat, I would say, let's say today I had to with my partner today. It will take roughly like a week or a couple of days before I could see someone different, right? But then on the same day, this one, then another one, right? Hey, I like it. I did enjoy it. But then what am I doing to this one? I'm making my girlfriend the fool in this case.
I get the ethical part of it. Otherwise, I was trying to understand, like, were you that much of someone who does it? So, like, I mean,
no, I wasn't like this. I was just boom, you know.
Bruh, like, I know 5 people same day from one guy. You know, like, and those people don't consider themselves to say, just because I'm doing 5 people in one day or 3 people in one day, I need to go and sell type of thing.
You see, so me, I thought of it that way. Since when I like it this bad, why not do this?
All right.
Yeah.
Can we wrap it up then? What kind of family do you come from, and where are you from originally?
Okay, the type of family that I have, it's a very good family, I must say. But in most cases, it gets dysfunctional somehow. You know how families are. But then I do have a good relationship with my parents and then my brothers as well. So we all brothers from my family, you know. I don't have a sister. So we're all brothers. But then where I come from Potchefstroom. Yes.
That's in the Northwest.
Yes, the Northwest, yep.
Was it a violent upbringing? Was it a normal upbringing?
No, it was a lovely upbringing, man, but I won't lie to you. I never slept hungry. Yeah. So it's a good home, man, but I won't lie to you.
Sure.
It's a good home.
Yeah, and so there's no history of any. It's not like your father forced you to be sexually expressive because of something that happens to you when you were young or anything. It was like normal. Nothing happened to you when you were young.
No, nothing happened to me, man. But the only thing that I could say, it was kind of like, you know, skew, right? Before boys at my house, right? Yeah. So my brother sometimes he will also have this tendency of bringing his girlfriend, and then they would just do it. I'm sleeping that time, and then they would just do it there on the floor, whereas I'm sleeping, and then I will sleep, and then I will wake up and be like, and then pretend as if I'm sleeping, but I'm hearing. And then the next day I will tell my dad, like, this is what this doing, and then that's where the fights come about. My father would just you know, try to tell my body must stop what he's doing. And then now he's a violent person who will just take it like, you don't like me, what stuff like that. But then in a way, what you're doing is wrong. Yeah, what he was doing at that time is
And how old were you at the
wrong.
time?
Sorry?
Like you were a teenager at the time.
Oh yes, you can see I was a teenager. Yeah.
Okay. Otherwise, normal upbringing.
But beside that,
Yeah.
it was just a normal upbringing.
Okay. Maybe my last question to you will be about what you're currently doing. What do you see for yourself? I understand that you do another job, which we're not going to be talking about. But like long term, do you want to do this in the next 2 years, in the next year? Is this what you want to focus on? What do you still have to learn from shooting these videos and be under Zulu Barb?
Being under Zulu Barb, right? What I would really like to learn is also the production, right? On the production side, also me being behind the camera, right? Having to produce and edit the video. That's also what I would like to go into. And then as a performer, I also would like to grow like internationally as well. Because now I don't know if you're aware, there's also this other guy that I also kind of like look up to, right? He shoot the different content from what I did. He shoots gay, and then he's also proud of it. I don't know if you know. It's Malone.
I've never ever seen gay. I would never look at.
Okay. So there's this guy doing gay from South Africa, and it's international. So if I would get to that kind of a level where else I'm straight, no, chief. I'm the moon. I'm gonna be shooting for the moon.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's not it's not of more of I'm looking to stop anytime soon. Now I just started so I want to go straight.
Yeah.
I just want to keep going and then see where it takes me.
Nice one. Namzana Golden Mask, thank you very much for joining us. Sir.
No pleasure, my brother.
Thank you.
Yes.
All right, there you go then. That was that. That was that. So,
yeah, you know. I'm saying this again, guys. Get toys, and then explore. That's what I'm gonna leave it at that. Get toys and then explore and then
when
see.
You've never think about it.
Right.
You've never been in a relationship long enough to see the negative impact of toys. What was your longest relationship?
No. I have we have been used even when I was in a relationship.
Like,
we did.
But
we
one.
did
What's the longest you've been with one woman?
the longest.
With one woman.
The longest
in an exclusive relationship, like Uchola and I.
2 years.
Yeah.
You
see what I'm saying? So you've never been there long enough to see whether or not the time you started with these toys, because remember, these are the toys and they're usually designed to have a size bigger than the average size, right? So let me make this point. You're gonna respond. They're usually longer and bigger than the normal size. You do this long enough, you do it for 10 years. I know you made the point about the elasticity of a woman's.
Yes.
Yes. Over time, but you've never been there long enough to know. I am experienced enough that I've seen types of ones where it's like it has lost its gripping or its elasticity. I've been around situations like that. So when you spend 10 years with someone and you're putting these different sizes and she's feeling the pleasure, but the pleasure of these toys takes away from the pleasure that she could potentially feel with your size, which is average. I'm happy about my size. It's average. You see, like, this is the dynamic that I'm saying. I'm not criticizing it. I'm just saying maybe you've never been in a relationship long enough to see what is the negative impact of that. Maybe I'm wrong because maybe other people who are educated.
Of toys.
Yeah.
Of toys. My brother. Like I said, if she enjoys the big one, she enjoys the big one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's it. If she enjoyed the small one, she enjoyed the small one.
Can she go back to your size, to your average size, human size? If she enjoys,
you're worried about gripping. If it's not gripping, you're in a relationship and then you can feel it's not gripping because of the toys. There's one thing that thing can be rectified. You can go to the gym, do squats, run, do lunges. Gym, it's a very powerful tool, man. I'm not gonna lie. As well as food. The human body. I'm gonna say the human body is amazing. So it can go back. It can be rectified. If you're worried about the grip, no. She must just stop having for, let's say, 3 months. Yeah, 3 months, 4 months. Where she just trains, eat healthy. Before you know it, right, you can grip again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Thank you for the advice, sir. Ipelile ingubo. Barking Tulakhanyo. Yeah, YouTube if 11. Thank you very much for watching.